What we're doing is, we got the special in here by Levo. I love it. They turn this into air, so pretty much it's educational purposes, man. You don't gotta add no chemicals, no nothing, just natural air to pump. And I get a lot of people have different mixed views and ways of doing it. But when it's strong enough, when you got melatonin, you got it done right. You can put anything in your candies for those who don't want to just take it straight up. I like to give them a generous coat. I let them sit there. When I'm done letting them sit there and they dry up, I shake them around, I hit them with another coat, and then I let them dry up. I get a lot of people who have mixed feelings and complaints about spraying, dripped on, but I really don't know how else you would do Skittles. And then I have cannabis infused sugar to go with it, that I give a little sprinkle just to give it that little extra, even though I've been told does not need it at all. I hope whoever watches this can respect the process, man. Everybody has a different method. I'm just curious how people do their chips, cookies. Aside from cookies, I bake them, but got a couple of bags left for these bad boys here. Temperature faster and better, so I line them up. Honestly, for the amount of bags I have, I think one bag should do it. So we want both bags. It's gotta be overkill. Maybe one bag, two bags, three. Alright. Now again, got my special spray on. This is where I get my complaints that it's too strong, right? So this bad boy holds 10 milliliters. What I like to do is, instead of just putting 1 or 2 drops, I like to coat the whole entire gummy. It makes sense to me. And I'll be honest with you, I have not gotten any complaints from anyone. You guys can see, I don't know if y'all see my potency tester, but my potency tester comes out about 221 per milliliter, 221 grams per milliliter, and this holds 10. So let your guys' imagination go with that one as well. See, like I coat them completely. They have to be. I want them to be. They have to be soaked. Now, this is why I get the complaints that I'm being too strong, which maybe what I should do is put 3 to 4 drops instead of like the equivalent of 10 on each one. But then again, I want you guys to enjoy it. I'd rather hear it's too much or too strong than not enough. So now we're gonna make some sour nerd ropes. I like to use these bad boys. The flavor comes out great. To be honest with you, I don't even bother separating them. Gives it more of a tangy, kind of like, it's sour. Just for educational purposes only. Can't stress that enough. In a little bit, we're gonna melt these bad boys. Got a bag of nerds that I've had in the freezer overnight. Freezing. Okay, so my beautiful people, what we're gonna do right now is I got frozen nerds on aluminum pan. I have frozen overnight. Now we're gonna take this bad boy and we're gonna melt it, and then we're gonna hit it with some magic sauce. You already know, you know. We're gonna use Jello shot syringes to lay our ropes. You never want to overcook your gummies, so I got like about a half a cup of gummies here. Well, I got 2 cups of gummies here, right? So what to say, a cup and a half. Let's put it at 5 minutes. But matter of fact, we can always go up. We can't really go down, so let's do 3.5. See where we go from there. Alright, we got that going. You can also use the freezer to solidify them like I do. It helps you easy with the packaging. I'm trying to figure out what else, my people. I want to show you guys how the process goes. It's not difficult, it's simple. You just definitely gotta respect it, you know? Figure if I show you guys how I do it and the process of it, it gives you a better idea. So let's see how this works. Also, I forgot to tell you what you want to do is make sure you get a little coconut oil inside your syringes to make it to not have it as difficult. Sorry, I'm on a tripod over here, so you give it a little squirt on the plunger and as well as the side. Makes it a little bit more easier. Leave them set halfway. You can pick these up on Amazon for like $40 for like 100 of them. If you do lollipops, nerd ropes like I do, trust me, that 100 will come in handy. And pop, 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 pop. We also got to get our non-stick spatula. Non-stick spatula, spray with a little bit of coconut oil, let it sit there, but your gummies do not stick to it. Then you can mix everything properly. I'm gonna show you how it bubbles up and how it distributes evenly. It's the same process I do with my Jolly Rancher lollipops. I'm really hoping somebody's watching this and you guys get this. So guys, real quick, as you can see, I got it nice and hot. One, two, I like to make my shit really strong. 3, I OD'd here. I really did, guys. Now watch this. Oh, the smell. So because I'm using tincture and I'm using a high potency, what happens here, any alcohol remnants, which I don't have on any of my stuff, what happens is the water evaporates and I'm left with just the cannabinoids. Now, we're rushing against the clock because your boy gotta get everything into these syringes before it starts to solidify. Because then if I gotta melt it again, it's gonna take away from the properties of what I'm trying to do here. So I'm putting them into these molds and syringes, Jello shots, right? So I'm noticing it keeps the heat. It still keeps it from. It stops it from solidifying. Please forgive me. I'm not used to this with my wording and everything. Forgive me on that, guys. But yes, it's a process I think I might have made a little too big of a batch. Ah! That was not a smart idea, guys. This is why we wear gloves. Quick rinse, 1, 2, 3. Ah. Again, working against the clock. Forgive me, I'll leave that, and I'm not gonna edit that. That's air and built up into the syringe, which we really do not want to have. Because then what happens is it starts to solidify a little faster than what it should. It starts turning back into a gummy. We really do not want that, my peoples. I was trying to salvage a drop from over here, but I didn't pay attention, and that's the exact reason why I'm leaving it like that, so you guys can see what happens when you don't pay attention or take time to it. You can actually end up hurting yourself. Got a little burnt, nothing crazy, but I got a design here I didn't want, so I'll move it over. Bang, right there. That's gonna be a nerd cluster.
Thank you guys for tuning in to his show. Appreciate it so much.
That's Miss Dimples NYC. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay our nerds. We're just gonna lay a rope. That's it, guys.
So simple.
I want you guys to know exactly how I do it, and if y'all want to do it yourselves, why not, man?
I know times are rough.
And I think this will be really cute. You guys did it for friends, family. Even if you did, you know, start your own. Why not? Nice, thick, consistent line. I know you guys see it in other places. The actual nerd ropes are thinner than these, but make them as thick, as thin as you like. Definitely try your best not to get any gummies on you. Also, have a cup nearby, because once it solidifies, it does not want to grab on to the nerds like that. Which I think I might have messed up, so I might have a little bit more rope than on nerds. But you always just pack them in. There's one, so I don't fight with it later. I'll open it up, put it right in there. Now, trying to figure out where I was at over here. Put that piece in there. That's considered a nerd cluster right now. Get the air bubble out. Get to work fast, because when this starts to solidify, it is very tricky, and it's a headache. You don't want that. So, now I don't got no room over here, right? Wow. Got me a tray right here. Now I take this bad boy right now, move it over to the tray. I'm gonna hit it with some nerds so they don't stick together. Look, perfect example. You don't see much nerds on there, but it's alright. It's okay. You know, a lot of people prefer it to be that way. They don't like as much nerds on there. Now, see, pass them over. Be as gentle as you can. Keep the process going fast. I should have covered these bad boys up over here too, but you know what? Okay, run your hands through. Start to get gloves. Again, this is educational. This is a special order for someone. Go. I got like 20 pounds of these bad boys here. They don't sleep, they go fast. Okay, let's finish this up. These are the sour ropes we're doing over here. Let's run that line. I don't know if y'all can see this one. It started coming out a little bit thick. That's what happens it starts to solidify, you gotta put that pressure on there. There you go, now it's sticking a little bit more. You can always build on top of each other as well, as long as you have enough nerds to separate you from the gummy itself. And the beautiful thing about it is the lines do not have to be straight, trust me. These bad boys will curve on you, they will turn, twist, turns, everything. If any ones that you don't like that don't seem perfect, or seem a little bit perfected, you know what you do? There goes your nerd cluster. Again, take the air out. Run across that line right there. Another bad boy. The bad boy's going. Pick up the speed once you get your rhythm. Go. Bang. Bing bang. Squeeze one more in there. Yeah, buddy. Oh. So, being that the nerds are frozen, it helps speed up the process a whole lot more, my peoples. See, if I'd have left this in a Pyrex switch, I forgot, my peoples. Look at that. Oh, somebody's probably yelling right now through the video. You got still some in the Pyrex, don't forget it. Another thing too is about muscle memory. See, I learned. Take another one to help me tilt a little better so I'm not fighting with it. You guys have no idea how many pants I've messed up holding this Pyrex between my knees just to get this angle here. Like a lot. Start getting to the bottom, it takes time. It's like muscle memory. Now, with a little bit left over, I don't mind, because then I could just take another batch of gummies and melt it with it. That's fine. That's no worries. No worry about that right there. Put this bad boy in here. Now let's start grabbing. No, see, this is what happens. They want to hang out with each other, they get stuck to each other. Kind of like Neo and Trinity. Can't, once they touch, it's a problem. You gotta keep them away from each other. Close, but not touching one another. See what I mean? How beautiful the ropes come out, my peoples? Come on, nice and thick and healthy as they should. Now what I do is, so it's still warm, I want them sticking to each other. This one I had another, like another bag of nerds in my freezer. We'll have to check, but I also got these runts right here. I'm thinking about making some runt ropes, which is the same concept, except where you just got bigger pieces on the gummy itself. This one's a little premature, so you know we do with that one. That ended up being a little nerd cluster a little down the road. Go. got room for more. Okay, so now we got more syringes here, right? Okay. Alright, this one's a fat boy. I gotta hurry up. When I first started this, Dimples used to lose our mind because I would have dummy and nerds all over the place. Okay. Open that bad boy up. Come on, let me a problem now. There we go. Oh! There we go, that's better. The imperfection ones, like I said, they become nerd clusters, nerd little bites. Got the packaging for all of it. And I use Haribo dummies. Now this bad boy over here is going to go in the freezer to just solidify them a little bit. And then we will be on our way, my peoples. You can always just do little dots and ball them up. But I find it easier if you want to do nerd clusters, do ropes, get yourself a pair of clean scissors, and pretty much, you know, I gotta get a move. You have to move these over. If you catch them getting stuck, try to just pull fast. Don't squeeze, don't commit to it, because the ropes are still soft. All it takes is just two gummies exposed, touching each other, and they will stick. Long rope here, but this one's still soft. But I still got gummy over here. Go. There we go, my pickles. Bongi. Open that bad boy up. Ready for the next batch. And then the next step we got coming up will be packaging. I always tell people, please don't go buy the the amount posted, because I make them, I like to consider them to be double. Some of these consider to be triple. Okay, my peoples, real quick, back at it. Gotta heat it up. Like I tell you guys, it needs to be hot to bubble up. Look at the chemical reaction. Wish you guys could smell this shit. This one, I'm gonna do something different. Okay, here we go. This way. Come on, baby. Come on. There we go. So I had the idea earlier when I saw what I did. So the idea is I got some nerd pieces. Like runts, excuse me, I got runts, the real original runts. Now, granted, this is the strain of runts. The tincture is runt strain, or the strains, you know, white runts and twisted runts with a little bit of pink. It's all runt product, basically. So, when I hit y'all with the runts, I gotcha. So now, I'm gonna go lay my line down. A little fat boy line right there, like that. That's a good idea. Also, make sure your bed does not have any pockets to touch the aluminum, because that will be a headache to get it off. Again, open them up so you can fight with it later. Perfect. Just add the pieces now. That boy. Long way to like a package it. That's not a bad idea, man. Can you help me? I don't guys. I'll tell you what. Sorry guys, give me one.